Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Blue. In the last episode, we made our way down routes 13, 14, 15, I think, and we've finally reached the water routes, and we've reached Seafoam Islands. Now, last time you saw me, we were fishing around and we caught a Goldeen and a Horsey. Now, here's the next water Pokemon that we can catch in this area. It is indeed a Staryu. So I'm going to try and catch it with some sleep powder. There we go, and now I should be able to catch it with a grape. Okay, so there we go. That's my third of these water Pokemon I can catch. The last one is a Shelder, but I can also catch them inside Seafoam Island, so I think I'm just going to leave that for the moment. I have got a Psyduck. This is going to be pretty tough in here. So yeah, you're just got to be a bit sort of wary of where I'm going and stuff like that. It's a Slowpoke. So I'm not going to be doing an awful lot of these battles just because, as we found out last episode, sort of water is not necessarily my ideal type to be facing, certainly. But, so we follow these guys down and we can move the boulders each time. And once we reach the bottom, you'll see that it's eventually going to form a little bridge for us to get across. Now, if I come up here, we can reach the interesting bit of this, which is this little puzzle here. Again, we use strength. I'll move this one up too. I'll move this one across. Move that one down the hole. Psyduck has appeared, so we'll just use Psychic. That's annoying. But Tackle does take it out. Now we can move that down one, we can move it across two. And a Wild Seal has appeared, so another Pokemon we haven't seen before. I'm hoping Sleep Powder will eventually start hitting. That's 4 in a row. There we go, 5th in a row. Psychic shouldn't kill it. We use Sleep Powder again. And now that should hopefully be enough. Yep, there we go. So we caught a seal as well. So we're very quickly going through the water Pokemon down here. Another seal, just to be really annoying. Won't bother catching that. So now we sent both of those down as a Dugong. Much more risky, that. So, as you can see, my Pokemon are doing okay. There's a decent chance I'll lose for this battle, I'm not going to lie. Articuno is obviously ice flying, and that particular pairing of abilities is really not very ideal, because if you look at my Pokemon, for example, Norbert is weak to ice, Lepidopter is weak to ice and flying, Somnus is... okay, so Somnus is strong, but Skiplock is weak to flying, Cordyceps is very weak to flying and to ice, and so Zero is weak to ice. So this could take a few tries. I'm going to hope for a bit of luck, essentially, but I think you always need that in these battles, so we are going to save once we get in. Obviously, because can't afford to miss this. Now, here we hope they don't use Peck first, but he uses Ice Beam and it kills me first time. Obviously, so now we're going to swap to Norbert, and we should be faster. We are. And we can take off, what, half its health with a 1 attack. But as you can see, 1 Ice Beam takes me all the way down. And now you see the real sort of level of the difficulty that I'm going to have to go through here. And of course it gets the freeze on me, which is pretty much screwed up any chance I had, probably. I'm gonna... wow! I was about to say. Did not expect to get another go there. We use Slash this time, and we get a crit. I'm gonna move it down, but obviously we use Ice Beam again. So we now need to decide which Pokemon is essentially going to be a sacrifice. I don't think I'm faster than him, is the thing. I am faster than him, and I've taken him out. That was not intentional, so we're going to have to restart. Peck is super effective, but does not kill me, which is excellent news for me. So now we gotta, if I can, okay, so Mega Drain is not very useful, but if I use Leech Life, it's also not very useful. Okay, so that's interesting. So that time I got the sleep on as fast as possible. If I use Sleep Bolt, that is super effective. Now if I go to Norbert, and it woke up obviously, but if we use Flamethrower, it takes him out. See, I'm sort of thinking Flamethrower sort of takes out maybe between half and 2/3 of his health. Ice Beam is going to kill me. So we got to sort of... Okay, so that worked, but that didn't. So a third Sleep Powder, and it does work. So Norbert, this is where we hope for a few rounds of sleep. I did not get a few rounds of sleep, but 2 Flamethrowers does take it out. So again, it's all about learning each time. He uses Ice Beam, Cordyceps dies. If he uses Ice Beam, Lepidopter dies. So, but Lepidopter is slightly faster, which is very, very handy. So we're good to Norbert again. We're going to use Flamethrower to take him down to just under half health. We're now going to use Slash to keep it going. And now, okay, so he's fast asleep. We're going to swap back to Lepidopter, and it woke up. And we're now going to use Sleep Powder. And we're now going to start pumping in the Ultra Balls. As you can see, I bought 25 of them before the battle, and we're going to start hoping, because this can get very annoying. That's 3, 4, and there we go. We get him on the 5th Ultra Ball. That's really quite lucky for me. So, Articuno was caught. Very handy for us. We get an Articuno, the freeze Pokemon, legendary bird that is said to appear to doomed people who are lost in icy mountains. So, as awesome a Pokemon as Articuno is, we shall not be using. I think that hopefully will be a habit of mine. I'm going to try and certainly not use too many legendaries. I know a lot of people sort of get a bit antsy if you get people just spamming using legendary Pokemon. So I do plan on making this a little bit more interesting for me and not use a Wild Godda. So now we need to make our way out of here, which I can't quite remember how to do. I'm going to avoid that battle. So I think now, because I only knocked the first ball down, I've still got to keep going up. Another seal. You can see that it feels like, I don't know about you guys, but it feels to me like the encounter rate is somewhat increased, certainly in here. So we're aiming to pretty much, yeah, but there we go. I got that, just to be really annoying. Right, now we just hope that this works. It does. Takes him down to low health, and takes him down out. Okay, so now I think we're almost at the top. I think we've got to go up to here, and we can go down from there. We can definitely go down from this area here. So we'll go up, and now another Slowpoke. I think I'm going to be battling these enemies, which maybe I should switch in a Pokemon which can actually deal with, well, not deal with, but a Pokemon that needs experience at least. So swap in here, and we'll knock that down, and we'll get to here, and we can knock it down again. And we can knock it down again. So it's okay. And now, as you can see, we are now protected from the last area. So again, just essentially that's just to stop the flow of the water from essentially pushing you out of the way. That's down to there, we don't need to do that, so yep, again another jump kick. Haven't met any Shoulder, which is a bit annoying. As I said before, Shoulder were the other Pokemon that I need to catch, but nonetheless I have obviously caught a Articuno, so I can't really be too fussed. So yeah, we get up to here, and then we get up to here, and you can see it just out there. Ah, there we go, Wild Shoulder. Handy. We use Strength. I hope it doesn't kill it. It does not. I'm gonna swap to Lepidopter and hope it doesn't use hope it doesn't use Clamp. And I didn't mean to use Shut Tackle there at all. I used Sleep Powder. Now that should just be Great Ballable. And it is. So there we go. A Shoulder is caught as well. So we've now got a Shoulder, a Staryu, and an Articuno in this episode, which is pretty damn well good by my standards, I'd have said. So we're now outside Seafoam Islands. We're going to start making our way towards Cinnabar. What I'll probably do is try and sort of speed through quite a lot of this stuff. Obviously Wrap is going to be very annoying, but Constrict isn't too bad. Because it only lasts, you know, it lasts a turn as opposed to 2. We can use Thunderbolt. And we should be able to use Thunderbolt again. Seal is one of the Pokemon that gains Ice characteristic once it evolves into Dugong, but for the moment it's just a little water Pokemon. So as you can see, we're outside. There are lots of guys around here. So what I will probably do is I will actually, you know, just try and zip along to Cinnabar so I can actually heal up, and then I can come back with like a full strength team and I can start, you know, leveling up everyone as well. So yep, Seeking, and obviously I can get some PP back because it's limited PP this game. Tentacool. There we go. And that should be Cinnabar. Yep, here we go. So we're finally at Cinnabar. Going to the Pokemon Center. Okay. Do you have any friends? Pokemon you grow in trades grow very quickly. That is very. You can cancel an illusion. When a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop it and leave it the way it is, which has its uses, but limited use. Never hurts to have extra items, that is very true. You have X attack, it's good for battles. So, what we'll now do is look at I've got 20 Ultra Balls. What I want to do is I want to go back into here, and there are a few things I need to collect from this area. One is the Helix Fossil, and one is the Old Amber. I'm also going to withdraw the coin case for the moment, because there is a Pokemon that we can only catch by buying shit. So, this is the Pokemon Lab. We can talk to these people. This guy wants a Raichu for Electrode. This girl wants a Venonat for a Tangela. And this person has found a rare fossil. And then we go to here. This person talks about Eevee. 3 legendary bird Pokemon, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Their whereabouts are unknown. The cavern close to Cerulean. So yeah, Eevee can evolve into 103. I can make a cool TM, it causes all kinds of fun. I think this is Metronome, which is obviously this one. If you have a seal, you can trade for Ponyta, but I believe we'll be getting Ponyta in not a long time at all. And this person, if you go walk for a little while, i.e. if you exit and go back in, I think, then you can talk to this guy again, and he says, and you get Venomanite. So he's got a resurrection machine. You can get 2 Pokemon essentially back, from one from the fossil you chose in Mount Moon, and from one from the Old Amber, which you obviously find in the... so these guys get sent to Pokemon Box 2. Yeah, the Old Amber that you find in the museum. So yeah, that's good, and this is also another PC, so that's fine. So that's everything in this little building. Now obviously the door is locked. Scientists conducted an experiment in the burned out buildings, and Blaine is an odd man who has lived here for decades. So the fiery town of Burning Desire is Cinnabar Island, and Blaine is the hot-headed quizmaster. So we will need to go into the Pokemon Mansion, which is just there. But for the moment, I think what we'll do is we will... do I want to fly eventually? There are a few things we need to do. Yeah, I think what we'll do instead is we will go to Bill's PC, we will deposit... Let's have a think. Who do we want to deposit? We'll deposit Norbert, and we will withdraw Ducks. And the reason for this is so we can fly, and there are two places we're going to fly to. The first one is that's annoying. Seems like I can't fly to... You used to be able to fly to... Well, I don't know, maybe it was only introduced in Gen 3, the remakes. You used to be able to fly to any Pokemon Center, so for some reason I cannot fly to the one at just beyond here. But nonetheless, we can zip through this area. I'm sure by now you experts have know where I'm heading. I'm heading here, where we can surf around and end up here. There's a Pokemaniac here who has a Rhyhorn, which will die to surf, and a Lickitung, which is a Pokemon you don't see often at all, really. But Jumper Kick will take it out because normal against fighting, so yeah. This person has more rare Pokemon at home, and this is the Power Plant. And the reason you want to go into the Power Plant is so you can catch another legendary Pokemon. But which legendary Pokemon could it be? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Magnemite I do not have yet, so I'm just trying to work out what's the best way. I think that should... Yeah, didn't take it out, good. So nice swap. That was the wrong Pokemon to swap to, but oh well. Seems these guys only usually have Sonic Boom. So we get Magnemite, which I think is... I think we only have two Pokemon here which we haven't caught before, because we have caught Pikachu before. I'm going to swap into Kick Slot again. Get lots of Voltorb and one like that. Yeah, so here also you get these sort of balls that pretend to be items to pick up, and they're actually just Voltorb ready to explode on you, which isn't particularly nice of them. As you can see, I am quite vulnerable at the moment, but the normal Voltorb are not faster than me. If I remember correctly, Electrode are essentially the fastest Pokemon in the game, so there's certainly reasons to sort of be wary of them. I can just surf this guy. There we go. Yeah, it's another sort of place where you end up with quite a lot of sort of random battles. Another... Oop! A Electrode. I should say an Electrode. So there we go. So electrode is down. Oh, electrode's obviously evolved from a Voltorb. So if we just zip through here, there's another set of enemies around here. Self-destruct, and it's nothing to worry about. Another one that wants to self-destruct on me. Didn't realise how popular, you know, I don't remember them being quite this many of them, but aha, missed. Yep, so the two here, TM33 and another hidden wild Voltorb, so you self-destruct, but again, it's not that great an attack for them. So we'll just zip through here. I think I should go down actually. You can see I'm just sort of checking everywhere for stuff. Another wild. There we go. Another wild Pokemon down. So what am I? I mean, you can see, like, you know, some of these Pokemon are level 40, so they're not, you know, they're high level Pokemon around here. Obviously they are the sort of the event Pokemon, as it were, Pokemon that appear when you know, choose to search for them, but quick attacks could be annoying if they start killing me with them. But, you know, I think a Magneton. But thankfully, if I use my sort of same type advantage attacks, I generally seem to get decent results. So yeah, we'll just keep going. We can get an HP up over here. We can go around. And another bzzzt. There's an electrode. We'll swap to the Zero, and it was likely to self-destruct, so that was a good decision. Another Pikachu, but Pikachu can only take off 5 health with its quick attacks, which is fine by me. And now our second legendary Pokemon, another Guayou. It is, of course, Zapdos. What a Pokemon, can we just say? What a Pokemon Zapdos is. In this game, obviously, its types are highly favourable. Electric flying is superb, really. So, yeah, I think it's definitely one of the best Pokemon in the game. But as you would expect for a, you know, a legendary. Annoyingly, he's gonna destroy me at this rate, because I have no real way of dealing with him. Because he'll just use drawback on all of my Pokemon, pretty much. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. I know, he uses Thundershock just there, but I get a sleep powder on him. Let's see what we can do. I take off so little health with Psychic. It's rather amusing. I'm going to use... Let's have a look. So, we should also have a look. No, okay, so obviously he's not letting me use that. Yeah, because he's faster than me, essentially I need to almost preempt when he's going to use his attacks. Because he's faster than me, it means that, yeah, I'm really sort of quite screwed. I'm going to use a Hyper Potion on Zazura. Just in the hope that he's silly enough to use Thundershock, just like that. Because it doesn't affect me, and yeah, this is working quite well. If I use Sand Attack enough times, it should sort of essentially give me longer to sort of last. I think I can do this 6 times, and so now if I go to Lepidopter, it probably Nope, doesn't hit me. Use tackle to take off small amounts at a time. And then I can use sleep powder. And now we can try the Ultra Balls. And there we go. So yeah, another one. Pretty lucky there again. So we catch like Zapdos with another Ultra Ball. And, you know, I'm just saying I'm lucky just because, you know, I've had times where you just spend ages and ages trying to catch these Pokemon. But I'm getting pretty good at it. Well, I'm getting pretty lucky with this set. So yeah. So we caught Zapdos. We're going to exit here and we're going to go to... we're going to fly to Salad. And I think here is where we're going to finish for the moment. And in the next episode, I guess, we will see why on earth I've come here. I'll see you then.